Ladies and gentlemen, it is your lovely host here. It is Team Rai. Anywho, have anyone saw my videos in the past? Probably not. You guys don't give a flying crap. But anyway, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. All my social media accounts will be down below. Thank you very much. But anywho, hopefully everyone's doing great on this Saturday edition. I am doing very well. Stay healthy, stay safe, and all that mumbo jumbo. Now it is time to discuss wrestling news, wrestling topics, and a lot of awesome information to discuss for you. Now if you like, sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab something to eat, grab something to drink. Now if you don't do like that, maybe you want to like a villain and hear my thoughts, my opinions on this subject. And of course, the article will be down below, a little link will be down below. Let's roll this. Now, Daniel Bryan challenged the Rock in a future match. Let's see if WWE is going to pull the trigger. Maybe at Mania, maybe next year SummerSlam, or whatever. But please, WWE, let Daniel Bryan win. Because last time they had a match like this, it was CM Punk versus The Rock. And you know what happened with that match? The Rock won. Because they want The Rock versus John Cena #2, and that was very, very stupid, but whatever. Or they should make a triple threat match. John Cena, The Rock, and CM Punk for CM Punk's belt. And let CM Punk still be your champion after Mania. But whatever. But anyway, here's another guy who wants to face The Rock at Mania. It is WWE Champion Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre might lose his belt by then. Who knows? Because he has a big match coming up next Sunday against Randy Orton, the future WWE Hall of Famer, the legend killer himself, Randy Orton. I'm not a big fan of Randy Orton anymore. I'm just not. You know, he should just hung it up. You know, let the other guys get a title run, but I guess McMahon does not really like Drew McIntyre as champion. Who knows? Who cares? Probably he's going to lose next Sunday, and probably Drew McIntyre will get another shot and win it, this time in front of thousands and thousands of fans in the audience. Because when he won at WrestleMania, there was nobody in the audience, so it was very, very awkward for the wrestlers at the time. I mean, it's still awkward, but it's not as bad as before, in my opinion. So I prefer that, the two options. Then the third option, Roman Reigns versus The Rock. Only way that could happen if Roman Reigns turn heel and his cousin beat the crap out of him, cheat to win, and all good stuff. And, you know, at first, Roman Reigns comes out with his music, all that other stuff. Then, during the match, he tried to beat The Rock cleanly. Then he get weapons like a chair. You know, of course, you gotta hit him back of the chair. You can't use the chair to his head because that would be a concussion. You use anything in the book to win, and then eventually he wins. And then the next night Raw, people boo the crap out of him, and then he talks back to the fans and all that stuff. He comes up with a brand new music, new wrestling gear, and of course a new hairdo, you know, when he comes out. And then he talks back to the fans and he says shut the hell up and all that other stuff. People be booing him. He'd be the top heel of this company because he'd be the top heel right now because Brock Lesnar is still gone from the company. That'll be awesome for the business, best for the business. But WWE will never ever pull that trigger because they're scared. So what's your thoughts on this article? Okay, really quickie. WWE Champion Drew McIntyre recently made a challenge to the biggest movie star on the planet, The Rock. Saw himself out of the Scotland-born superstar Drew McIntyre. I don't mind to see this match. It all depends how they could book this correctly. Just let Drew McIntyre beat The Rock. Rock has nothing to prove, but McMahon and The Rock are very, very tight, so probably The Rock will beat Drew McIntyre again, and that'll mess up all his abilities and his character, and it will go right down the toilet. Sorry to say that. So, what's your thoughts? Would you like to see this match, or you prefer the ones I mentioned before? The Rock versus Daniel Bryan, The Rock versus his cousin, Roman Reigns. Have a good one, and I'll be back for the second video of the day later. See you guys tonight.